Hi, all. I'm Ron with Pacific Permaculture. I just wanted to come on for a minute to say I just made 200 subscribers. Thanks for everybody for subscribing, watching, sharing, giving a thumb, commenting, all this kind of stuff. It's been kind of a long journey. I've almost been on YouTube for 4 years, and now I just hit 200 subscribers. I think it was yesterday. Thanks everybody for your support. Please continue to support. Share this video. Share, share my videos. Tell people about my channel, please. I'm trying to really make this thing grow. I'd like to make this hit at least 500 by the end of the year. I'm going to have a giveaway on my 4-year YouTube anniversary. And, anyway, that's what I'm going to do. And do this kind of thing. And I've got some banners here. Let's see if I can show a banner. Yeah, but I want to make this channel grow even farther. I have some big ideas I want to try, and I want this channel to be a part of it. And so, I'm still learning about this live stream thing. And I'm just trying to figure out what's going on with it all. And anyhow, let me see if I can shoot, I'm trying to get back to where I was. I lost it. I've lost it. I'm trying to figure things out here a little bit. I don't know it all. I'm not Mr. Super Tech, so that's the thing. So, hi, Tyrone and Glenn. If either of you guys want to enter the stream for a short time, that's the thing. I think that works like a link. Who knows? I'm not super great at this. Anyway, just hit 200. Like I say, I'm trying to transform this into a really big thing. I've just got more support lately. People are really being supportive, and found people to support more that are really enthusiastic about all this, and just growing this thing out. I want the YouTube channel to only be a part of this Pacific Permaculture Institute of Health and Healing I'm going to start, and just go from there, step at a time, walking towards the idea, concept of what I want to do. And it's just all about making our world a better place. Grow food, share food, learn how to grow food and share food, learn how to grow food easier and share food. Okay, I got you, Glenn. I know what you're saying. So anyway, let me see if I can show this one. Maybe I can show that one. I'm not sure if that comes up as a link. And, step by step, we just have to walk towards our goals and see what happens. Everything doesn't work always exactly like we'd like it, but if we don't walk towards it, what are we going to do? We're not going to accomplish anything. So also, let me see if I can do something here. I want to, how can I do this? I'm going to see if I can do this. Trying to accomplish something even bigger here is So let's see. I don't know if that came up as a link, but that's for Shutterbug Infinity. Has a live stream going right now. Could use a little watch time. So if you have a few minutes, go check her out. She talks about taking pictures. We all should be to some degree interested in taking pictures as we're taking video. I'm sure she has some insights. And, you know, maybe there's something you can gain from checking out her channel. And, you know, take a look if you like. So I'm not sure how all this works. I thought I was sending a link to my own thing. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I have to get someone much.
Hello. Hello.
More knowledge is the interest. Hello.
Am I here? Hello.
I'm you.
How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. It's good to see you live.
Yeah. Oh, you're from the UK also, I take it.
Well, originally, yes, I was born and bred in the UK.
I detect a slight accent from somewhere. Not my ears aren't trained well enough to know.
Well, actually, Brummy originally from Birmingham, but I moved to the near London for many years.
Birmingham must be a place in England too. We have a Birmingham, Alabama here, so it must be. Originally.
Yeah, that's right.
I was going to say, you don't sound like you're from the South at all. I don't know.
I've got a mixed accent. It depends. It depends on what words I'm saying. If I say Bath or Perth, then you know I'm from the Midlands.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, from this country, I don't know whose accent comes from where. It's just I'm accent deficient. Okay, I never got that memo or that training.
No, I don't. And with the US, there's so many different accents. Sometimes I know if people are from the southern states, but other than that, I don't know where people are from, and it's difficult to remember, isn't it, where everybody is based?
Yeah, well, you know, I can tell the people with a more of a northern accent, they sound a lot more like Canadians, and the people with a kind of southern. The rest, I don't know.
Yeah, I hear that. I know what you're saying there. Yes. I've got friends.
I think, you know, some people are more tuned because they visited more areas. So maybe that you pick up the differences, but I haven't. I was born in the West. I stay in the West. You know, that's the thing. So.
And you're where are you now? You're sort of on the East Coast now, are you?
Oh, no. California, West Coast.
Oh, you're in California. Oh, goodness. Yeah. So you've got a big time difference because I'm on Eastern Standard Time here. Although I'm in South America. I'm in South America, but I'm on Eastern Standard Time. So that's why I catch the guys in California much because of the time difference.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, and we're on Pacific Daylight Time. They have this stupid daylight savings time thing.
That's confusing as well, isn't it? When you get
that. You know, I'd like them just to leave it the same, and then we know what time it is. I think they do it just to keep us off balance all the time.
Exactly. I agree with that.
Yeah. You know, it's hard enough being on balance with everything. You know, I got to wear a mask and gloves and bring sanitizer and all this stuff that may not help anything, and then they want everybody to be in a panic. I'm tired of it. There's not too many things to keep us off balance.
We've got the same here. It's just a nightmare, really, and most people are getting really fed up with it now because we've been on lockdown since the 18th of March. No, 12th of March, I think, and people are just so fed up with it, really. And people do go out, but of course you have to wear a mask, and some people are wearing gloves. And
I wear gloves because I get used to wearing them at work, and it saves a lot of hand washing. And you just dry your hands out and crack them, and you get sick anyway, doesn't it? You know, because everything is not just what you touch.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. So, and
So
I
now
know in the U,
I just
my,
noticed
my
I have a weird wrist tan now because where my sleeve ends and where my glove, ends. So my hands aren't tan, but little kind of weird wrist tan. So it's really weird.
yeah, tan line. Yeah, yeah.
Corona tan, it's weird. I
So,
just
so
get outside and do stuff.
how are your plants coming along?
Doing pretty well. You say my
Yeah,
plants or my plants?
yeah, your plants. Yes.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
all they're doing better. It's a bit hard to manage because I'm not there every day right now. I'm still getting the house more set up, and I'm not there right now. I have some things to take care of. I have to get some more painting done that I'm not going to do myself. I'm looking into getting a muralist for the one wall.
oh, that's,
There's a
that's
price
my,
point, but I'm thinking to get them to
my
put
other job. That's
some
my
big
other
wood
job.
trees on the wall, so it looks really cool. That could be my
I do.
backdrop for my
I
library
do.
at some point. Uh,
That's amazing. That's amazing. That's such a synchronicity because that's my other job. When I first started working here, I was painting people's walls, house walls, and
oh,
I
cool.
paint trees and plants and birds, and I do sort of 3D murals in 2 or 3 different colors of paint. I love painting walls. I can't paint
Well,
pictures.
if you come up to California in this next week, you can stay for 3 days and paint my wall because I know
I
it'll
would
take you a
love
day to
to.
paint it. So then you get 2 free.
I would love to. I would be in my element. I would. I'd love to do that.
I'm kidding. I'm not trying to abuse anybody. I'm actually going to pay somebody if the price point isn't too high. And because I was looking into getting a wallpaper, and then I thought, it wasn't exactly the way I'd like it, but if somebody's painting it, it can be closer to the way I want it.
Yeah, yeah, I know
Support a
exactly
local
what you mean.
artisan too that way if I can get somebody. So
Yeah,
I've got several contact information. Of course, then I fell down. That was like 2 weeks ago on getting back to them because I got busy with stuff. So we'll see if it's even available by the time I contact them. But, that's what
yeah,
I'm thinking to do, and that can be one of my backdrops because right here it's not so wonderful to look at. Right, it's just literally the background that hasn't been planned, just where I have my computer.
that would be awesome. That would be
Yeah, I'm
awesome.
walking towards this thing. This thing and this theme in my life is going to be this Pacific Permaculture Institute of Health and Healing. So that's what it's going
Yeah,
to be a part of. And the YouTube, I plan to just make part of that and grow it out. And
I've got a
eventually,
lot
I'd
of.
like to get more people to make the videos, not just me.
I've got a lot of medicinal plants. I have. I started with nothing. I started with a bit of a sort of a dry mud pit, and over the years, I've got moringa trees. I've got noni trees. I've got a lot of aloe vera and a lot of plants that are medicinal down here. But I was struggling with the El Nino because until last week we hadn't had rain for ages and ages and ages, and I was really worried about my lemon trees. But we had some rain, and my lemon trees come back to life. It's amazing how quickly the plants recover from.
So, are you in kind of a tropical area then too?
Yes, I'm under the wind as
In
far as the
Brazil?
weather is concerned. I'm north of Venezuela,
Oh, okay.
so I
Okay.
get
So,
a
if you
really
tell me north of Brazil, it gives me a rough idea because I don't know where anything's at down there at all. My geography.
Do you know any of the islands in the Caribbean? Do you know where Trinidad is, or maybe Bonaire?
No.
I'm
It,
I'm in that.
I could get there. I know you go to the airport and they bring you there.
Yes, we can't
That's
fly
where
at
it
them.
is. It's at SFO because I just go through there and then I get on this thing that brings me. No, I've never been to those, so I'm not really sure. They're in the Caribbean region, though, right? Isn't that kind of
Yeah,
like just off the Gulf of Mexico, like by Cuba and stuff?
More south, more south. We're actually under the wind. We're not in the Windward Islands. We're under the wind, which means we don't get hit by the big hurricanes. We just get, you know, the odd storm, but not like some of my friends further north get. That they get a lot of the hurricanes, like Cuba, and Costa Rica, places like that. In Jamaica, they get hit harder than we do.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
But
I like tropical stuff, you know. I might not like the tropical, you know, horrible storm, but you know, I like all the other tropical fruits and stuff.
Yeah, it's wonderful here if you want to grow anything that's well, you know, fruits or some vegetables we have problems with because when it doesn't rain, you have to give water to the plants, but they never seem to like it like they do the rain. You know, it's funny, but some plants.
Yeah, well, it's healthier. You know, it's
yeah,
full of the right things. It's God's watering system.
Exactly. Yes,
we take things out and put things in, and it's this kind of craziness. You know, I actually want to get some rainwater catchment for my yard, but as I build the yard out, it's going to be increasingly difficult. It's at some point I'll do it. The other thing is I'm scared to where I'm going to put it because that's going to be heavy, and I don't want to accidentally get on a water line or something where I put it. So
I've got a couple of water butts, and they're actually full now from the rain that we had last week. It rained a couple of times, and I've got 2 full water butts now, which I gather from the roof. I just put a pipe down from the roof, and I've got one with a tap on, so you can put your bucket underneath and get the water from underneath. I just put it on some breeze blocks, and it's perfect.
Yeah, so if we don't get as much rain, I would have to have a bigger catchment, and I don't know how many gallons I'd use just in the our summer growing season. It's got to be like thousands, so it would be pretty big. And somebody said maybe put like a cistern under the ground like they do in Europe, and that kind of makes sense, but it's that much more problem getting to it, and you know, to the process of doing it. So it could be a while.
Well, we don't have mains water here, so all of my water is in a tank under the ground. But I don't mix that water with the rainwater because the bacteria in the hot climate, the bacteria grow in the water very quickly. So I've got a separate tank that I use for the house. And
is that all filtered out with like a carbon filter or something for the house?
Yeah, I've got a hydro system that I set up when I first came here, and basically it filters it and then it puts it under pressure so you can have a bit of a shower. I mean, it's not high pressure, but it works. You know, it works well enough, better than the siphon system anyway.
Yeah,
yeah.
I tried one time to siphon gas, you know, and it was for my own good out of my own car, but that was horrible, and I never got any gas out of it. Got a lot of fume. That's probably why I'm the way I am now. But good and bad. But probably the bad part. But yeah, and I have it where I try to only water once a week. Now I know the volume of what I'm growing is going to be lower, but the quality is better. So anyway,
it's quality that counts, isn't it? Bit by bit, it's quality that counts.
Yeah, so I'm trying to just work towards that.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it all works out beneficially and I can have this thing run for a while like that, but you never know. You just start walking towards your goals, you know. Oh, somebody else is here that wants it. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm so ditzy. People are trying to add, and I'm like, oh. And then I realized, oh, there was somebody else trying to want to add. Not too many blonde moments. I'm not trying to be anybody that's blonde, but hi.
Hello there, brother.
How's it going?
It's going.
I am so surprised at the support I got today. This was just the last minute. I thought, well, look, I have 200 subs now. Let me go on and just do a short. It was only going to be like 5 minutes, right? And then it's extended, and all kinds of people have shown up. This is great. I really
Hey,
appreciate.
when we told you were part of a family the other day,
Uh huh.
you are part of the family.
Thank you. This family thing has made a difference. Wow, it's just I'm blown away. I noticed Jay seems to have got his help, and he had a little thank you video I just watched a little bit ago.
Yeah, and he's getting ready to come up with a live here shortly. So I'm just waiting on that. But then again, I go around as you know, I try to support all the younger channels.
That's great. Thanks a bunch. Also, I was on Shutterbug Infinity. She's having a hard time getting it support. If anybody has a chance, she's on live right now. Pop over there for a minute or two and she needs some support. Her main theme is about making pictures and how you can set up the lighting and stuff. But I think given that we're all YouTubers, she probably has a lot of insight that she could help YouTubers and get some support back and, make her living go a little bit better and everything maybe. I don't know how her finances are, but I'm thinking that how much can you make taking a few photos? So anyway.
Actually, you can make a real good living as a photographer. But with this day and age, it's hard to say.
That's the thing, because now you can just send somebody a thing online and I think they've kind of gutted out a lot of the photography in that way. I even was in a studio in Honolulu. It's like a selling studio, right? For prints. And they're like, we can get this any size you want, but it's in like $12,000 for a picture, basically. And I'm thinking, you know what? No, I could give somebody a couple $100 and buy the chip off them, somebody that took it, and then I can go and print it myself for $100. I'm not going to pay $12,000 for a poster. So in my head too, it's even a little bit like, wait a minute. I'm not saying I would really buy that chip, but I'm just saying the idea is
right.
Electronic thing. I'm not going to pay just because you printed it big. It's not like if somebody painted it on the wall or something, that'd be different, or on a piece of canvas. So even in my head, it's a little bit different too. I'm thinking, well, is it worth that much? So many $1,000s for a big giant poster. I don't know.
Well, the only time that I'll offer that kind of funds for a poster is if it's a limited edition, numbered and signed.
I think this was numbered, and if I bought it within a certain time, it could have been signed. But the other thing is that the approach they used was very kind of it wasn't so straightforward, put it that way. It was very much a psychology thing.
Right.
You go in this room and it's dark, and look at this, and yeah, I'm goofing around in Honolulu. I don't care. I got time. I have nothing to know where I had to go. So I went in there, but then they can't leave you in this dark room and kind of like, it's kind of this whole psychology thing I picked up on. I'm like, they're trying to con me here. I like to kind of, but I'm not going to con to number two or number one or two, that either one, is that I'm not spending that kind of money. I didn't tell them that because it was good to look at all the pictures. But lady puts up she rolls it out, this big print. And then so I critique it a little bit. Part of that is just that I don't want to just look at the same print, and I'm not going to buy anyway, but I didn't tell her that, right? And but I knew that going in. If they're putting me in this room by myself to look at it, it's going to be expensive. So know, I didn't just fall off the turnip truck. I know what's going on. There's no free lunch. If they're giving you free lunch, they're going to kind of want more attention and maybe sell you something, right? So
right.
I'm sitting there and watching, but in the end, I'm realizing what a psychology thing this was to try to sell. Just show me what you want to try to sell me. If you got to go through all that, no.
Yeah, one thing I'll be doing to go along with your theme here, I will be doing hydroponic gardening.
Neat. Well, if I ever get over there, maybe I can video at your place too. That would be nice.
Well, sounds good. I'll be
Oh, hi, Jay. Welcome. Hi, Howie. Welcome. Thanks for coming by.
hey, when I said we were a family, brother, when Jay said we were a family, and there's the man right there.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Jay showed up. Wow, this is like the elite. I said that to him one day. I'm just a regular guy. I'm just talking, but to a degree, it's like he's way up here, you know. But I get it. Wow. But no, it's good to get support, especially like I say, I didn't announce this anywhere. I just decided, well, let me try to do a live stream saying, hey, thanks everybody. I got 200 subscribers now.
Well, once you get, as you know, I'm just over 700. I'm not that far ahead of you. You'll probably wind up catching me and bypassing me because I'm not pushing my channel like I should.
I'm realizing that I should push mine more. I should just, you know.
Well, with mine, I don't care if it grows at this current time.
Sure, you have a different format to how you're doing what you're doing. That's okay. You're doing what you got to do the way you need to do it. Mine is taking a while, and at the house, I think what I'm going to do is rewire all the phone jacks. They already had them, but something's wrong. There's like interference on the landline, so I'm going to have in several rooms the phone jack, the line for the internet wired, and then the phone jacks new probably, and then just pay the money, get it over with, and that way it's all going to come in good. Because when I live stream there was like it wasn't something wasn't right. It was like I was buffering or something, and I was hooked up to a cable. I wasn't even Wi-Fi, so I got
think
Right.
the Cat5 cable is better than the Wi-Fi. I have to plug mine in if I do a live.
Well, yeah, I thought it'd be better, but then it kind of broke also, even when I was on the Wi-Fi. So, and somebody said, listen to the phone line, that it was some interference or something. So I'm going to, I want to get it all dialed in, because I'm going to, if it works out, I'm going to have a nice mural behind me when I'm live streaming. And sometimes I might have a camera like outside in the yard and live stream a little bit, stuff like that. And, make it better. I don't want it where it's buffering, and I want it top-notch quality, like right here. You can see my face good. That one was kind of just not good. Not as good a quality. So
Right.
the better one.
Hey, gardening quick tips. My channel name is Joe and Jeannie Journey. A lot of other channels know me as J3.
Joe and Jeannie, is that Jeannie?
Yeah.
Okay. And Joe, Joe.
Right.
Right.
I'm
Sorry, I was just, it could be Joe without the E or Jeannie.
Right.
My mum's name is Jean, but she's just Jean. So that's why I asked.
Well, I'm an American. My wife is a Filipino.
Oh, really? Wow. I've got a few friends in the Philippines, and I've also got a friend who does, she does caravanning with her husband. And originally she was from the Philippines. She's an absolute sweetheart. Her name's Millie. I don't know if you know her.
Probably not. Thing is, I know so many people from all over the world.
Yeah. I know what you mean. I've been doing this for a little while, and I've got friends in all parts, in Japan and Australia and Germany, Poland, even a couple in Russia. It's amazing.
I got friends in all of Southeast Asia, Russia, Europe, South America, America. I wound up being a world traveler without being a world traveler.
Yeah, virtual travel. It's amazing, and I think just recently we've all been able to, with the StreamYard's brilliant, because before StreamYard, YouTube stopped me from doing streams because I didn't have 1,000 subscribers, so I couldn't do any more streams. And then when StreamYard came along, it was brilliant. I was able to talk to people again, which I like.
Nice. Got around that.
How you doing there, my brother Jay?
Hey,
Yeah.
that one link, if you want to come up, Jay, or Howie, or anybody else want to come up. The one I just posted is for Shutterbug Infinity. If anybody wants to support her, she's on live right now. She could use some support. I don't know, on StreamYard, it doesn't come out on a link on my thing, but if it comes out
The
as a
one
link and you can click it, great.
I scrolled up and found a StreamYard link, and that's how I came up.
Can you put Shutterbug's link in the chat? I'll drop down anyway to give you the bandwidth, and someone else.
That's the one I put. That's the last one I dropped. But it doesn't look like a link on mine. It's just the youtube.be/9a whatever.
Yeah, that's the individual.
So
Well,
if anybody
catch
wants to
you-
check her
I'll
out,
catch
she's
you in
got
a bit.
some good content she's building too.
I'll drop down and let someone else come up and say hello.
You can stay there if you like.
You can stay there.
As long as you
No.
want. I can add up to 5 people, I think.
No, you
Yeah.
can go all the way up to 10.
10
You know,
people now.
They told me that, but then I looked on StreamYard and it said something different, so I don't know.
Nah, you could hold up to 10 people now.
Nice. How you doing, Jay? Congrats.
Thank you. I'm in the it's processing right now, so by tomorrow I should be able to find out.
Nice. Nothing but money.
Yeah, a little bit.
Well,
It's not
at least it'll be.
It's not like I'm trying to get rich, you know. A little bit of money will help, you know, my
Well-
family and the and stuff.
It's good to plan to be rich, and then just if you can accept that you don't, you're okay. Just in case you don't, right? You're like, hey, yeah, I'd like to make a couple mil out of this thing. If I don't, I'm still okay. But you know, I'm not, like I said the other day, I'm not allergic to money. I'm not going to turn it down.
Listen, I think if everybody was, you know, how can I say, gonna do it the right way and not for themselves, people can make some serious money off of this.
You know, I don't need it in my pocket. I'll find a way to survive for me. I just, like I say, I have some bigger goals I want to promote. And, you know what, that's good because it drives me on. If I'm tired, I still go, you know what? I got to put something up.
Mhm.
Now, maybe some other folks are different. Maybe, I don't know if it's an extrovert, introvert thing or what, but maybe they're just motivated by their own pocket and it's good enough. But for me, if it was just that, I get to what I need and I'm good, and then I don't want to make no more.
Well, you got to think of it like this too. In the Philippines, $100 is like 5,000 pesos. So if you keep on adding 5,000 pesos each month, it just keeps on. It's more money, and it's more money, and it's more money. You know what I mean? Especially if you don't touch it.
Yeah.
So within, you know, even if you get the $100 only, still
Just keep building.
with 12 months times 5, that's still 60,000.
Yeah. So that's going to help like you and Joe and a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. So just think if you went big time, man, you go buy an island. probably.
I wish. I would love to.
I wouldn't want to buy an island,
Oh, I would.
but if I,
J3,
I
listen,
get the
Jay,
thing of ownership and non-ownership and all that too. And
listen,
you know,
I would definitely put J3 on a little corner of the island and get like, you know, Judy and a few other people on my island and not even have to worry about nothing.
see, that's the
They
thing.
they just got to worry about their food, electricity. That's it. That's
well,
it.
Yeah.
Oh,
heck,
them
what,
Yeah.
accomplished. That's you know,
You know what I mean? That's it. You're pretty much accomplished on the land. You already got your house. You know what I mean? You can build
there's
a house on
something to
your.
be said for the ability to say this is mine. I mean, I don't totally agree with the thing that we own anything like property, but in the system we're in, it says we do. And to be able to say I can do what I want on this little piece,
Yep.
it was a game changer for me to get a house. I can't even believe it. It's just like, wow. Now, it's still not totally real for me when I told the neighbor, like, hey, you can pull into my driveway and to turn around and stuff. It's a game changer. I can't totally, hasn't totally settled in my brain yet.
Mm.
here in the States, I don't plan on owning any more land.
Please, I'm not owning no land in the United States. Too expensive here in Connecticut.
After all, my first wife got my land off me.
Jeez.
Wow.
So I'm SOL when it comes to owning property in the States.
If anybody else wants to come up, you can. Out West Homestead, Susie, do you want to come up on the panel? I think you can click that I just uploaded there and get on.
Hey, what are you doing?
This is my 200 subscriber, I don't know, rambling.
Yeah, tonight I'm gonna be doing a quick live, like a 30-minute live, really fast. You know, nothing too crazy.
You got to start being real creative at coming up with titles on YouTube, you know, because all these videos, what do I call this one?
Yeah, I know. I know. There's gonna be a lot of things going. That's why I made that little video earlier. Oh, just to say thank you, and I know pretty soon myself and Luan are gonna be going for a walk because she says I have to go for a walk.
Yeah, you got to listen to the boss.
Yeah, I gotta listen to the boss.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Howie from Food Forest Permaculture, you still here? Come up on the panel if you want.
Hey Jay,
Yeah,
you gotta
well,
listen. You gotta listen to the boss, otherwise she's gonna show you some Tompo.
yeah, oh, I know. Definitely. Right,
And
babe? Tampo.
for the folks that don't know Tompo, when it comes to a Filipino,
Yeah,
they will shut down on you
yeah,
hard
Yep.
and fast.
not her. Not Luan. When you have a Tampo, what you
Okay,
do.
guys, congratulations, by the way, on
Oh,
your stream today. And I'm going to drop down to the chat for a little bit because I can't see the chat on my phone.
Okay.
And I'll see you all soon, guys. Enjoy your afternoon.
Well, you know, this is like Gilligan's Island. Once you get here, you can't go. Or Hotel California.
yeah, Gilligan's Island. Remember that movie, Gilligan's Island?
You can build anything out of a
Stuck on the ship.
boat that floats.
You're stuck on the ship on the island.
It depends on how the Petunia is out Sometimes they'll grow out there, sometimes they won't. Some of the seeds here in the States will not grow in the Philippines. It's too hot for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
I want to see like when when we get our house built over there, I'm doing watermelons, watermelons, tomatoes, watermelons, tomatoes. What else we were gonna do? Cucumbers,
You may have a problem with the tomato. I hear the tropical regions is kind of hard.
bell peppers.
That's why my tomatoes will be hanging.
Eggplants, yeah, we're gonna do a whole bunch of stuff.
We're gonna make a garden.
We're literally gonna make a garden for us.
And see what you can do, and then you can some of those things you can adapt also to be
Yeah,
do the
and plus, with like you could put, you could almost build like a quarter of a shed to kind of block the sun, like so it won't be direct sunlight.
shade house, like
Make
just
like a fake wall. Yeah,
exactly. You can moderate your environment somewhat.
yeah. Like I'll put a fake wall up, just put a little wall up in front.
Especially
So
if
it
you
doesn't.
grow some of your comfort foods. I know you like pasta.
I got to stay away from pasta.
A lot of carbs.
I got to stay away from the carbs.
Yeah. Are you on kind of keto or?
I'm on some friggin' diabetic pills and high blood pressure pills, and I'm taking it as it is, man.
Yeah, I hear you.
I just found out I was diabetic. Just found out.
You know what? There's a guy I met some years ago that he was either from New York or something, and he didn't know he was diabetic. So one day he went home on like a Thursday, passed out in his apartment. He was passed out for like 3 days. Finally, his girlfriend came, found him. He was passed out, found out he's type 1 diabetic. He have to put insulin shot into his belly every day to stay alive. He didn't know at all. He was in diabetic coma. If she wouldn't have came,
Wow.
he'd been dead. So I mean, wow. I haven't been. He's in LA somewhere now. I was going to contact him, and just time got in the way and this and that. But he's on some kind of a eco-friendly kind of spiritual place where like eco housing or something. Really nice guy, but man, you just never know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah, it's only been like a few months for me that I found out I was type 2.
Gardening quick tips. Check with your Philippine watchers. They will know better than us from the West.
Listen,
What?
don't put me on a strict diet if they already know that I'm diabetic in the Philippines,
You know,
and they're already talking about, diet. They're all happy.
there's some things that are supposed to help moderate that. Like, for example, Nepali cactus, if you eat that, something in that's supposed to help moderate. Look into it yourself. But I've read that some of these things are supposed to moderate how your sugar is affected or something if you're diabetic. Some
Yeah,
different.
and the way I found out I was diabetic because I couldn't see for nothing. Like it was blurry. Like right now, of course, it's blurry a little bit, but where I couldn't even see at all. That's how blurred I was.
Mm-hmm.
So all of a sudden, I had to miss like a few days of work, and
Wow.
then I went to a doctor. Well, then I went to my doctor's office, and then did my blood work, and she was like, "Oh, your sugars are like 300," and I was like, "Is that good or bad?" Because I really don't. She was like, "Oh, you're diabetic."
Yeah, that's real high.
Yeah,
And I don't know, but it's worth looking into. Maybe some diet change a little bit to who knows? Maybe you can cut back on your medication, or I don't know.
Yeah, I definitely have
Yeah,
to
because I don't want
be
somebody
careful
getting
with my
hurt.
food.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, I got to cut back on the carbs and sugar.
Because like they wanted me to take a little pill for the acid reflux, and I didn't want to be taking pills. So it
Yeah.
took a while, and I modified my diet, and I'm doing pretty good with that. And I just stay away from the regular wheat. And yeah, Howie, that one link was supposed to go to the Shutterbug Infinity. I'll post the one for if you want to get up on the panel again.
Hold on, everybody. All right,
I
turn
posted a
this
couple
AC off.
different links. Try that one, Howie, if you want to try to get up here.
Okay.
Susie, click on this one. If that doesn't work, then I just totally messed up. Hey, I was born and raised Catholic, but my name really isn't Jesus. My halo's a little bit tarnished.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
So I mean, I do what I can, but
Luan, what are you doing? No clean. Come relax.
I try to accept my imperfections. Sometimes to too much of a degree do I accept them, but that's
Everybody. Ow.
so anybody doesn't know, Jay just made his 4,000 hours to get monetized.
Yes, it's hard work, brother. I'm telling you, it's hard work. Luan stabbed me with the pen.
Wow.
I thought she was pinching you.
Before you go to sleep tonight, that might be
Yeah.
it.
Everybody, I'll give
We
you
don't know
her.
what happened.
Everybody, I'll give you her first and last name. So if you know I'm not around anymore, you know why.
Yeah, I'll have to go tapping on the door.
Come here, Beck.
Nice new car you're driving, and
Yeah,
hey,
exactly.
what's up with that?
Oh, look at that brand new Bentley. Okay, where you get that from?
Yeah. Thanks, gardening.
Oh man,
Nice.
but it's a lot of work, though.
1,000K. Is that 1,000K dollars?
What?
He said, Gardening Quick Tip says, I will get there. Lives will help with that 1,000K. I hope he's talking money. But
Well, there's 1,000K of subscribers, and then there's the 4,000 for the WTH.
yeah,
Your
so
watch time.
1,000K is basically 1 million.
No, not really. It's 1,000K.
It's 1 million subscribers, right? Because a K is 1,000.
Nah, it's only 1,000. Just 1,000 is 1,000. Trust me. When it says 1K means 1,000.
No, but I'm saying he says 1,000K. That's why.
Oh, 1,000K.
Yeah, that's what I was like. That's where all the joke came out of. Or
Or you were trying to make a joke out of.
yeah, the guy says I'll get 1,000K. Hey,
If you get 1,000 subscribers, you'd be good. When you get 500, you're gonna be like, it's gonna be even harder for you to maintain, 500 people.
I bet.
You know what I mean? Like, it's so hard. So when I had 200, I was already struggling trying to keep up with, people's channels. So the more people you get on your channel, it's hard to keep
Sure.
up with everybody.
Because I'm trying to keep. I'm way behind on people's videos now, and I was starting to do
Hey,
that.
what are you doing?
I got on this other lady's live stream, and then chit chat and this and that, having fun, and then I go, oh, I'm going to make a video to mention this 200, but I'm still behind on people's videos. And I spend the weekend doing that.
Hey, put it on the bed.
One
And be
thing with
careful
the
not to-
Philippines, they don't use the subs. They say it is banana.
Yeah.
Okay.
YT does not like anybody using the S word.
What is that?
I think you're able to use it in a certain sense. You know what I mean? Like, oh, because the word subscribe is on the button. You know what I mean? So it is.
Right, so I could say I have 200, but if I
Yeah.
say, hey, please, yes.
I say 200 viewers. I got 200 viewers.
Oh, I see.
It just sounds more better, and it sounds,
A little
You
more
know.
professional.
yeah. So even if you said, you got 200 viewers, and even in your description you put, one viewer equals one, one sub. You know what I mean? So then people kind of understand, oh, a viewer equals sub.
Oh, I get you, to bring the newer people up to speed. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like this thing of dancing and visiting and all this, right?
What's all that for?
Yeah.
I'm sure I looked at channels before and I was lost in the sauce. I didn't know they're talking about dancing, and I'm
Sorry,
sure.
Mark.
I'm
just-
sure
Oh, you're gonna dance? See,
I didn't know.
Pacific is gonna dance.
Awesome.
He's gonna take my place.
Oh. It's different.
Oh, it's different. Oh, damn.
You keep stepping on my feet, so I need a different dancer in here. I got sore toes and stuff, I like.
I'm trying
dumb
to get out of mine. I'm trying to get out of my this whole dance thing now.
Yeah, I was on another one. I said, hey, come on over. I'm having a dance party. Even if you got 2 left feet, you can dance at my house.
There you go.
Skill is not required.
Unfortunately, I got that skill. I know how to dance, but I try not to let it be known, especially in YouTube world.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden now, there's already a little clip of me doing a oh my goodness, a Filipino song, and I did a little bit of it. And now they call me Tala Boy.
So Jay, when you have 10 million followers one day, it's going to come out of the woodwork. People are going to go, oh, you know what? I binge watched your stuff, Jay, and you know what? Let's see some kind of 50 million follower dance, dude. They're going to say it. Somebody
I know.
binge watch and see every moment of what you put, and then go, oh, you remember you mentioned this one thing about a stereo, and
Yeah, my stereo.
bring up everything you said.
I was looking for them damn things. Where the hell?
Hey, you know what? I'll bring up everything I said on video. Whoever likes, I just 50 million followers. Come on, join me, heckle me, whatever.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta be different on your own channel. You know what I mean? I mean, that's what's gonna make you. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Like I have my comfort level. It's probably not your comfort level.
Yeah, Jay and I were both talking about this.
People might not, and it might not be funny to everybody else, but to me it is. You can do it.
Jay and I were both talking about that earlier today.
Yeah. Literally. I had our Mindor. Hey, what are you doing? She wants to clean. Oh, you just touched the. Oh, you touched something. I heard it turn. Yep, it's on. What's that red circle right there?
So
No.
do you want to come up on the panel? I'll put the link one more time and see if anybody wants to that's in there. It's in the ante room there, whatever you want to call it.
Hey, stop cleaning.
Can
Careful with the speaker.
could you give Jay a jacket so he could drop his link?
You know what? I don't know how do you do that?
Don't worry about me.
You
Don't
know,
worry about
that
I'll
was a good
I'll keep everything.
suggestion because I want to find out how do you do that. I don't know how to do that.
Well, actually, I'm gonna be doing a live later, so I'll tell you on mine. It's more easier for me to.
No?
It's easier for me to tell you
While
on
you're
mine because then I can physically see mine. I'm not near my computer.
right, yeah, I get it. Like I was trying to
I-
tell Susie,
It's so
from
hard for me
Outdoors
just
how
to think
do
about it.
something. And I was like, oh, you know, I kind of tried to look at it without having a real live stream one day, and I didn't know how to do it. Just have the basic
I'm
things.
like that. I have to be physically there looking at it to remember, and then I'm like, oh, okay, there it is.
And then I'll try to write it down or something because so when I get back, try
hmm It's easy.
because yeah, I'd like to drop a wrench for everybody, but I don't know how to do
On
that.
on StreamYard, it's you got to do it on regular YouTube.
Oh, you can't do it on StreamYard?
No,
That's why.
Because by going through StreamYard, you're going through an amp to get YouTube.
So I have to have the YouTube channel open also at the same time.
Yeah, but mute it.
Okay.
yeah, but you can mute it. But here's another thing I'm going to tell you right off the bat. When you're on the YouTube live stream,
Yeah.
right? I repeat, do not open anybody else's videos and watching them or anything because it's going to take away some of your watch time hours,
Oh, really?
right? Then
Like the ones that I have open now, maybe I should not.
close them. Close them. So if you got other people that you're watching right now, just tell them you'll see them in an hour or two. You know what I mean? Or you'll do a replay on them. Another thing too, here's a big thing. I noticed certain channels were not allowed to, go to another channel after their lives because it would take away from their watch time hours that they just did through their live.
Weird.
So what you do is you just wait like an hour and 5 minutes, like an hour to an hour and 5 minutes, then start watching other people's channels
Huh. Weird.
because then it's not considered you fishing.
Huh.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
And that will save you your watch time hours and everything. I'm telling you, it has been done to me.
And your moderators only make people moderator that you can truly trust.
Yeah. See,
Okay.
that's a big thing too. In where I was at, I was making everybody, blue jackets.
Right.
So
Some people do that. And then one guy was doing that. And now I notice he's not doing it anymore.
what happened is I have everybody doing, being a moderator for right now, because then you could send the link, they could post a link onto your live. So when they drop a link on your live chat, when you're doing a regular YouTube live, it'll pop up and it's clickable. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
That's why you heard me for the past 2 days, drop your links, put your links up in the live chat, do this, because I put the blue wrench on them so people could go straight directly to their channels.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
People have done that. They gave me the wrench and then I could just put my link.
So, but honestly, after I get monetized, That's the people that I don't really. I'm gonna be making a list, a legitimate list of people, right? I'm cleaning house.
Oh, I see.
All my top supporters or my active people will be my moderators.
Right. You're gonna be more.
Yes,
You want it to mean something. Who's moderating?
exactly. Exactly.
And
If I feel like I need a little bit more people, then I'll add maybe, a few here and there. But
You
as
know,
of right now, because I was in the position where I was at, I was like, you know what? Let's just do it, and let's just keep on going.
yeah.
You know?
And your position changed, so then things change.
Yeah.
It's like everybody likes to say, for example, if I had won $1 million right now, but once you get the million, your position changes, so it could alter everything. You win it.
I'm not going to change my channel a lot. Don't
Wow.
get me wrong. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But
No.
when it comes down to that that blue wrench, if people that don't even ever come to my channel, what's the sense of them having that privilege when I could give it to, we'll say, for instance, J3 or you?
Right. It has more meaning then.
There's more meaning to it. There's more trust. There's a bond already.
It's like this thing where everybody gets a trophy for showing up. So then it's meaningless.
Yeah.
They're talking the other day about some game where the kids, nobody wins. I said, what's the point? I wouldn't want to play if I can't win.
Mm-hmm.
So then the person says, well, what if you just can't lose? Same thing. It's useless. If you can't lose, what's the point in even? That's the whole thing.
Uh-huh.
To me, those type of games you win and lose prepares you for life, because it's win-lose all the time in life. Whether or not you like that, it tends to be. So
with my channel, I'm going to have a total of 5 moderators.
Susie, click that link if you want. Get in the chat. Get in the on the screen if you're still here. Go ahead.
Two of them Filipino, and
Now she's sweeping the floor.
And 2 Westerners.
You know what? You just made me think, Joe. My brain expanded. What if I had a live and I had like people talking that could interpret this into 3-4 different languages at once? I could make this thing just take off on the panel.
Right.
Me, next guy, Philippine, Spanish, whatever, German, Chinese.
That would be a hard, long. It would. Listen, it's a good idea, but it'll be hard. It would be very hard.
Or I wonder if I can get somebody just to translate it. Like I do one, then I have the right person that can translate it into even just one other language.
Well, by me doing 2 Filipino, 2 or 3 Filipino that I truly trust,
Right.
then 2 American, I'm not going to be able to totally be watching the chat. I can have them in there watching the chat for me in case I get some trolls.
Right.
And the people that I make moderator already know if anybody comes in trolling, they're gone.
Oh yeah, they're out of there.
See, yeah. And then people have different versions of troll too. Some people say you can't put your own link. And, when I get used to this and get it up and running good, I'm fine with people dropping their link. But, just,
Well, not to cut you off, but
okay. If people
here's this is one thing about that whole thing about a troll. When a person comes in and automatically thinks that you are gonna, do something for them, like just like that, that's disrespectful.
Yeah.
If they already say, if they don't even say hello to you, or ask you for permission to drop their link, they're gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or you school them really fast and be like, listen, this, and this. You're supposed to say hello to the host. You're supposed to show respect to the host. What are you doing?
Yeah.
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 Because this is your time. This is nobody else's time. You're the one that's keeping, this going. You could stop it at any time, any second.
All you have to do is just hit that stop button.
Yeah, after
Right.
you hit that stop
Leave
button, that's
Studio
it.
X, and that's
Yeah.
it.
So then people be like, "Oh, what just happened?" A person wanted to, be disrespectful and thinking that he didn't have to say hello, or I stopped it.
Right. Well, like this, even down here in the chat thing, it says put user in timeout, block user, all that. So,
Trust me, I've done it.
I mean, if they say anything hateful, like I don't know what but you know how people can get. If they're at the extreme edge, they got to go.
Yeah.
If they're not being too hardcore, everybody says something that might not be exactly what I want to hear. It's not always something that, whatever.
Actually, I might wind up having 6 moderators on my channel when I think about it.
Cool.
My wife will be 1 for sure. Just like I would be 1 on hers.
Yeah.
Now, Joe, your channel, am I correct, is going to help fund your, what do you call your mission or your what you're doing, right?
Eventually, yeah.
Okay, so then it's very wise to, and maybe the people that are on your nonprofit board can come and be your moderators.
Right, but most of my board has to be Filipino.
Oh, okay.
Whatever.
Because I'm just saying that would kind of make sense if you get the right people that can do both.
Well, I think he
Anyway, I don't know.
I think he dropped. Probably lost signal.
Because I'm still trying to figure out what I'm doing with a lot of this too.
Listen. You got so much time to, don't stress yourself out so much, because you still have a lot of time. You know what I mean? You have a lot of time.
What do you mean? I have a lot of time though.
Meaning, if you don't process the AdSense
Right.
part of the YouTube, you don't have no time. You could just do as many videos anytime you want, whatever. Get the subscribers up. That's it. You don't have to worry. Like there's no time frame.
Yeah, no deadline like.
Okay. But when you start filling out that AdSense and everything else, then you have the 12 months.
Oh yeah, now you're on the clock.
Now you're on the clock. Now
Before you're volunteering, now you're on the clock. It's all different.
Now you're on that clock, and your time it's going to be no more your time. It's YouTube time. You know what I mean? Honestly, I'll tell you, I started with barely anybody on my channel. You know what I mean? Like, I was like damn near nobody. I was only getting like 5 viewers in my live, 5 to 7 viewers in my live every single time. I would get probably about 20 playbacks or 30 playbacks. You know what I mean? Like, it's when I first started. So you
Pretty good.
definitely,
Playbacks from where I said it sounds good. I mean,
but it, your numbers still count. So your viewers. So if you reach 1,000 viewers, and all of a sudden you do your AdSense at 100%, that's when you should do around that about that time. You could start your AdSense account, and then you only have to worry about your WH, the watch hours. You know what I mean? That's when you bust out with um, the live streams. Create videos. You do all that,
Uh-huh.
and then that's going to be. Trust me when I tell you, that's YouTube time. You know what I mean? Like,
So when you start getting close, you should start. A person should start banking up videos, and then just boom, boom, boom.
oh, you should be. Listen, I got 200 and I probably got about 290 videos. That's a lot of videos. So 10 of my videos will be legitimate when I become monetized.
Okay.
So by tomorrow, I'll probably within a few weeks, within a week, maybe 2 weeks, I'll already have 10 videos that were legitimate from me being monetized.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be 300 videos easy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's the
So,
amount of videos for sure.
I mean, you could do some intro videos, outro, uh, something easy. 30 seconds, 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Those are going to help you.
Well, yeah, because people that don't know will come by and watch a 3-minute video, 5-minute video.
Yeah. If
Right.
you see all my videos, right, you could go to my videos that I created and you'll see them. And you'll be like, okay, I see what he's trying to do. He's doing some videos for 5, 7 minutes. Oh, he's doing another Dunkin' Donuts walk. Okay, he's doing. Okay, he's going to work. That was my routine.
You're just throwing any kind of fill-in video to
I
get.
was filling in videos and making content.
And people will watch the short ones. Even I'll watch something I never heard of. If it's a couple minutes, yeah. If it's 50 minutes, maybe not. You know,
You'll be
even
surprised.
people I know, 50 minutes, maybe not. But
You will be surprised. I do it. I could sit there for, a good. I could run probably probably about 8 people and watch them and be content. If I see one of them that's, really interesting, I'll pause the rest of them and I'll run the other one and I'll sit there for an hour and just enjoy it. You know?
uh-huh.
If I'm like really busy, I'll listen to all of them. Let them all play. Put a comment in them. And guess what? That means that host will get some WTH, and they'll know that I was there.
Yeah. Yeah. The thing is, I watch some and I just hit the thumb, but that's the problem. They don't know it was me.
Yeah, exactly.
Comment nice or just whatever. Just some
Just
one
put a
word
comment that's
better than
pertaining
nothing.
to the video.
So I try to at least put a nice, great, whenever I can.
Yeah, that's what you should do, because then at least they know it's you, and then they'll be like, oh, damn, he watched 10 of my videos in 2 days.
I guess even if I put
You know?
a couple exclamation points and then it shows who did it, anything, then they know who came by at least.
Yeah.
I don't always know what to comment, so I've been putting like great, nice, cool, you know.
That's you know what I mean? I put great, great content, great videos. Um,
Because it's almost like coming up with titles
it helped.
videos. Sometimes it's like you get using the same phrase all the time, and it gets a little old on me. So yeah, what
Mhm.
am I gonna write?
Yeah.
Or people come by, thanks for stopping by. You'll see that a lot in my replies. But it's just like I gotta let them know and thank them for coming by somehow. And
Well, like I said, man, you got plenty of time. So from now until we'll say maybe like 3 months, just learn. That's what it's all about, learning.
yeah,
Trust me when I tell you, you got my channel, you got OMJ's, you got Nettie Greer's, Mylene Rocca's, and you could go in our channels and you'll see how all of us are different.
uh-huh.
You know what I mean? And you'll be like, oh, that's kind of cool. I like how Jay's, really interacting with his people instead of just reading all the comments and not having a conversation with people.
See, yeah, I'm falling more into conversation and missing a lot of the comment thing because I don't know. To some people, that's not as good, but I like the StreamYard that I could converse more with people than just read, and people just
And
get.
that's
So I'm trying to get people to come up because of that. It's
gonna work for you. You know what I mean? You just gotta find the people. It's a little bit harder, but you could find the people.
got to find it,
You know what I mean?
seven
Just like with me.
or something that want to come up.
Just like with me. It's been work. My girlfriend will tell you, there's been times I was like going crazy. I would gain like 30, lose 10.
You know what? There's
Gain
always that
50,
bleed off, and I
lose
don't know
20.
if it's legit or it's YouTube planned bleed off because I would get these things. I was at like 114 subscribers for I don't know, probably weeks, right? I should have wrote it down, but I didn't. But
Write everything down. Write it
so
all
many
down.
subscribers, but then meanwhile I didn't gain any. So I think they kind of like delete who's ever in the office there, and so then I just leveled out. I think to a certain degree they're putting their hand on our head, YouTube, and just trying like, you can't get me,
You know,
I don't know why, but or maybe it's just people are bleeding off. They're like,
it's people. This is because I thought that way too, and I started, doing my own little investigation. When people just click the red button, guess what happens? It gives you that viewer for a certain amount of time, right?
yeah,
All of a sudden, where does it go? It disappears because you didn't finish your part of the steps.
yeah.
So that right there just eliminates your one person.
So somebody just clicking and not even looking at nothing.
Yeah, there could be people that just click in and say, "Oh, let me just click him, and I'll get to him later on or tomorrow." But guess what? Nope, it don't work like that. YouTube is very, very strict about that.
There are some that I've clicked lately, and I really haven't went back, and I need to this weekend go through and check out their stuff more because they look okay. But I'm as susceptible as anybody. I click, hey, that looks cool, but then
Another thing too is because from now until 1,000 subscribers, you'll see. And like I just told you before, when you're doing a live, you don't watch nobody else. Nobody.
Okay,
You focus on your channel.
that makes sense because otherwise, yeah,
You could shout out another channel. You know what I mean?
right,
If your people in your live want to go visit that person, they will. You know what I mean?
Right.
But the thing is, your viewers don't know you enough yet. They're just learning about you and of you. So if they like your content, they're gonna keep on coming back to you. And then you're gonna see your faithful supporters.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Why dilute it out? Still trying to get people on board and all
And
this.
that's what you're gonna be doing. You know? So I mean, like I said, you've been coming to my live for a few days now, and you see how people are with you right now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Not like, hey, oh yeah, and hi, out wet, you know, whatever, right? So
yeah. So they
Something
know of you now. Now they're gonna be supporting you the right way. My people will support you the right way.
oh, cool.
You know what I mean? There's people that don't know what they're doing. They'll just click that red button and then they'll be like, "Oh, I got him as a, as a viewer now. I don't need his views. I don't need him."
Right.
That's some people are like that.
They're banking too hard on it.
Yeah. They're trying to reach a goal and they're losing miserably because they just cannot get to that level.
That makes sense. Because yeah, they just wildly clicking and
Yeah.
are getting clicked on.
And so from now until you reach 1,000 subscribers or viewers, trust me when I tell you, if you miss a day of a live, you're gonna lose viewers, you're gonna lose watch time, you're gonna
Really?
lose all. Yeah, oh yeah, man.
Because I
Yeah.
was only doing like a live like once a week. I was doing it on
Honestly, you should maybe do one. How many lives did I used to do a day? A week? I used to do probably about like 5 a week,
Wow.
sometimes 8 a week.
Wow.
Oh, look at like we did the 3.
Oh, that's right. You know what? I think that was cool because you broke it up because then you get more thumbs and stuff too.
So trust me when I tell you, maybe do one video every other day and a live the opposite day.
Oh, okay. Something like that. Okay.
Yeah.
At
So
least-
at least there's always content coming in.
so it doesn't stall for very long.
Yeah. Don't do what I did. Take a few days off, take a week off, 7 days off.
No, that's totally what I've had going on. Then I would go to Hawaii and I have all kinds of videos, but then it kind of dies out because I don't have, you run out of content. Well, I didn't have live,
Yeah.
but I tried to go live in Hawaii and for some reason it didn't work at the hotel or whatever, but it's all right. I tried.
Well, I mean, look at what I was doing. I'm doing live in my room. You know what I mean?
If I go back to
But
that,
at least I was.
Ethernet cable and saying, hey, can I just sit in the office and hook it up right here? And do it live? Small hotel. It's only a person sitting there. Maybe they'll let me just do that for a half hour.
Hey, you never know.
Because literally from where the person checking into the hotel sits to where back in the office is probably 15 feet. I mean, hey, can I just hook up my Ethernet cable and I want to do like a half hour live? They might be like, great, do it. All they could say is no, basically, right? So
Yeah. I mean,
because it was
Shoot.
some kind of, I think it was a thing where, you've got all this bandwidth going around Wi-Fi, and it was just too much to handle it for my laptop to be able to go live. Even though I was only like 30 feet away in my room. Plus, there's these concrete block walls. Somehow I was getting blocked and diluted, and I think that probably if I was hooked up to a cable, I'd have been right there.
Mm.
So,
But like I said, always do a video, even if it's from 1 to 7 minutes. You could do a walking video with your phone, just with the regular camera, and having YouTube connected to your phone. You could just transfer that video to YouTube. That's it.
neat.
That's what I do. My walk-in videos, that's from my phone. And then the only thing I do is literally transfer YouTube, put in the information, send it. That's it. No editing, no nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Direct.
You know what? I think sometimes I'm overly picky with, like, I don't make a video because I think, nobody wants to see it. But I'm prejudging it, instead of just making
Don't be picky.
because I think later, why didn't I do this or do that? And I think, oh, well, I was gonna, but then I second guessed it,
I'm telling you, don't be picky.
But then you see
You know?
people that are giant YouTubers.
Just
That the one guy, I mean, he's just running around and then he's
don't
riding
worry about them.
the skateboard and all this. And I'm thinking, man,
Nope.
they watch that dude every time, and they did. So I was being too picky, in other words, I'm getting it. Because if they want to watch, they're going to tune in, I think.
Listen, don't even worry about the big people. You know what I mean? You got to just worry on what you're going to accomplish. Because guess what? When you get your 1K viewers or 2K viewers, guess where they're more paying attention to? You. They're not worrying about that 200 million view video.
Right. That makes sense.
They think it's probably stupid. You know what I mean? There's channels that I go to that are like 50,000, 15,000, 10,000, 27,000. And honestly, I feel like I could be them. And some.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, because what they do, I do it already.
Yeah. That makes sense, though. Focus on me,
You know?
because
So,
who cares what they're doing?
but people make it, they got lucky. They worked hard to get where they're at, but it took them years to get where they're at.
That's true. And some people, it just
So
the right
don't,
thing at the
don't-
right
you don't
time.
have to stress yourself out too about that. You're
That's-
going to get there one day. You just never know when it's going to be,
Yeah. Yeah,
Listen,
that's for sure.
honestly, if I would have went to one of my, the viewers that I go to, and we're like 100,000, right?
Uh-huh.
Sometimes, whatever. It's nothing big. I'm like, okay, at least he acknowledges me. At 100,000, he could actually. I'm surprised he could acknowledge me with 100,000. But I don't expect him to go out the way and to come to my channel. Would it be cool to see him come to my channel? Of course.
Well, yeah,
You know,
that person's way busy if they have that much, too. So
yeah. But I mean, I got two people that I really know too as well. What the hell's that? I'm not touching that. Um, oh my God. I can't even see. If there's wood in that shit, I'm gonna spaz out. You can't even see. It's blurry as hell to me. Yeah,
Huh?
I think it's wood.
It is a wood.
Yeah, it is. So my mom. Don't eat that shit no more. I'll contact these people in what's called. No. Put that, what's called it. Here,
Why?
put that in there, right? Close that up real good and put it back in the bag. Don't eat them chips no more.
Why?
Huh? Okay, well, just put it in there. Oh, man. Hold on. Jeez. See how hot it is. Freaking, my girlfriend found a piece of wood in chips.
oh, dang it.
Yeah. Like literally, she just bit in it and she was like, "Oh, what the hell's this?" And it was a piece of wood. A brand new bag, brand new bag of chips and everything. It's crazy. So
That's the thing about people, some of these places that produce food too. People buy
yeah,
stuff anywhere because it's cheaper. Like, come on, people. I mean, you don't know what their standards are if they have any.
yeah, that's
Some
crazy.
some places in the world don't have much standard.
I know. Hold on, brother. Let me go use the facilities and my battery's almost dead. So hold on.
Mhm. I'm gonna remove this. Comments. Okay, well, anyway, Jay left, his phone died out. Thanks everybody for coming by. I just want to show some appreciation for my 200 subscribers. And if you're a subscriber, thank you. I guess I'm not supposed to say that. If you're a follower, thank you. I have my 200 followers now. I was trying to invite people, and I'm not sure how to do it now. I'm like, oh. Let me see. Let me try one more time. Copy to clipboard, copy, do that. And maybe I can come over here. There it is. Okay, I've been doing it wrong. Then it says it will. This is crazy. YouTube rejected your comment. How could you? I don't get it. I'm on StreamYard. How come? Let me try again. I think I figured out what I was doing wrong. No, it doesn't work that way. So let me try the invite thing again. Maybe it's just that I got to go ahead and I think that YouTube's rejecting my comments now when I'm trying to post this link. So I think YouTube got tired of whatever I'm doing here, Joe. Every way I try to post it, YouTube rejects it somehow, and I don't know what I'm doing it when it says StreamYard in it. So it, I'm not sure. It's weird. I know what you're saying, though. I was posting the wrong link because it was supposed to say StreamYard. I guess I could physically type it all in. That's what I was doing at one point. Until I knew how to do the other part that now. Some reason, even when I type this in, it's rejecting the link. I don't understand all I know here. So something's going wrong. That either YouTube's mad at me or, gosh, who knows? And anyway, I'm going to let everybody go because this is not working the way I think it should. And thanks, everybody. for the support.